You know it by now, we will probably have AI denoise and masking in Darktable 5.6. So today we will have a quick look at the AI denoise and then we will do something fun. Let's go. Okay, so I just compiled Darktable 5.5 and this is the version from April 5th. So the first thing we have to do is go to Settings, then AI, and it's already enabled. So we can select NIND Denoise and download it. And once downloaded, you can confirm that it's enabled. For those of you who watch my channel, this is the same NIND Denoise model we installed a few weeks ago using Python. So if we are lucky, this will be part of Darktable 5.6. To be honest, I prefer RawForge a little bit more, but NIND Denoise also does a great job, so I'm glad we will have it built inside Darktable. So if this is part of 5.6, it will be a lot more integrated, so easier to install and use. So now that the model is downloaded, we can go back to the light table. So let me import some pictures. Okay, now we have these images in the light table. So let's say I select one. If now you look on the right side panel, you have a new menu named Neural Restore. So if you open it, you see from there we are able to do denoise or upscaling. So for today, we will use the denoise feature. So what you have to do now is click on Generate Preview. So it will generate a small preview. The reason it works like this is because denoising the entire image takes time. So instead, only a small patch of the image will be used as the preview. So you can adjust your setting, and once everything is fine, then you can process to denoise your entire image. Right now, I'm not seeing an area of the image I like, so you can use the eyedropper right there, and then select the area you want to preview. And then you can use this to see before and after the denoising. And as you can see, NIND is doing a great job removing the noise. Also, at the bottom, you can do some adjustments, so you can change the bit depth of the final TIFF file you will be generating. And also you can select the output folder. And I believe this checkbox is if you want to automatically add the final image to your library. You can also adjust this slider if you want to recover some details in your picture. So once everything is fine for you, you click on Process and you wait. So right now, I think it's running on my CPU, so it will take some time. And that's it. We have our final image. So if we compare the two, you can see that the NIND Denoise, which is at the bottom, it did a great job removing the noise. So especially in the background, we see a lot of chroma noise, and from there, it's totally gone. And even when we look at different area, we see it did a great job retaining all of the details. Now, let's do something fun. So remember, in the last video, we trained our own AI denoise model. So what if we use it inside Darktable? Let's go. So these are PyTorch checkpoints we created in the last video. But they won't work with Darktable because Darktable is not using PyTorch, it's using ONNX. So we have to convert them if we want to use them inside Darktable. To do so, we have to run this command. So basically, I will run a script that will convert my best checkpoint into an ONNX model. So now we should have our ONNX model, so we can double check by doing ls output ONNX, and yes, we have our model.onnx right there. Okay, now we need to move this model to the Darktable model folder. So I will just start. I'm going to call this model please subscribe. Okay, that's it. So now we can move it. So you see our model is there. Now we need to create a small configuration file so Darktable knows the model is there and what it's doing. So that's it. I put all the information there. I save the file. And I think that's it. We can restart Darktable and test it. Now, if we go back to the settings inside AI, we see we have our new model named Please Subscribe. So if I enable it, yeah, I think that's it. It's enabled. Just to be sure, I will restart Darktable again. So I'm not sure if it's needed, but I just want to make sure that it will really use my model instead of the NIND Denoise model. And perhaps I should also, I think I will remove the NIND Denoise model entirely, so that way I'm 100% sure I will be using my model and not something else. Okay, back inside Darktable. So if we go back to the settings, you see NIND Denoise is not downloaded, so it's not there at all. And right now my please subscribe model is enabled. So if I go there, let's say we try it on this picture, we click generate preview. And it doesn't look like if it's working. Okay, I had a small problem, so the preview didn't work. So I work a little bit to fix it. So what I have to do is to change the preview height right there. So now if we launch Darktable and we go back to the setting menu, you can see there we have NIND Denoise and it's not downloaded. So because I removed the folder, it's no longer there. And right now what is enabled is my please subscribe denoise model. And you can confirm it there, it's enabled. So now let's say I select this picture and I click on generate preview. Boom, it's working. So now let's say I look at something different. Let's say we look at there. And as you can see, it does work. So this is the raw image. This is after denoise. So as you can see, it's not perfect. So the color changed a little bit and it's not as efficient as NIND Denoise, but it worked. If you watch last week's video, you know this is only 16 scenes. So I'm sure when I will add scenes to the model and train it with more data, then it will be much better. So now let's say I click on process. And voila, we have our final denoise image created with our own model right inside Darktable. Crazy stuff. So let's compare them. So as you can see, it's not perfect at all. So the model has many problems, but it does work. So it does remove the noise. So again, this was trained on 16 scenes. And I was reading the NIND Denoise paper, and I believe they train it with a little bit more than 100 scenes. So before I compare mine with NIND, I will try to reach 100 scenes. And when that happens, you will be the first to know. So that's it for me. If you enjoyed the video, just give me a like and see you next time.